Hey, I want to make a quick video of Athearn style locomotive. What's inside? This is F7. This thing kind of reeks of a Chinese knockoff, but it's supposed to be an Athearn. Anyway, a quick rundown on how an Athearn functions when it's in DC mode. Here's your motor, and there's contacts on the bottom here that touch the plate here. So basically it's using the chassis as the negative side, or the left side, I think as it's called. And the power goes up that plate to the brushes right there on the bottom. These hooks you see on the tops of the trucks are the other side. There'll be a metal plate that runs from the front to the back that clips onto the top of the motor for the positive side or the right side. And that's how you get your power. If you look at these trucks up close, you'll see the wheels here are grounded to this entire chassis that's on the truck itself. The power actually goes from here to the pivot point to here. And so this whole thing is just basically your left side, if you want to look at it that way, as far as power goes. Here's the motor and the tape in place. Pins have been flattened down. Gray wire soldered to the bottom, orange wire soldered to the top. So that's ready to go back together. But first, we need to attach some wires to the trucks. Here we are. So instead of hanging out in the garage all night and machining this big honking weight, I just made a plastic doghouse to sit on top of the motor, and then I used two-sided tape for the PNP board, circuit board, to go on top. Fortunately, it's an F unit. I have plenty of room inside here to stick some weights to the sides. They'll ride, along here on both sides. And there's going to be two B's and another A behind this, so its pulling power is not going to be an issue. This one will be making all the noise, though, so to make room for speakers and for this PNP board, I went ahead, I'm going to leave the factory weight out and use styrene to build a little doghouse to mount it to, and probably the same in the back. I'll build another little doghouse back here to mount the speaker. Maybe you can see what we did here with the trucks. Remember, we were going to put wires on the truck, so there's a positive coming off of there, going to the board. The black wires coming from the truck down below and to the board. Same in the back. In the front, we're just going to mount an LED right to the board with a resistor and slide a piece of heat shrink tubing over it so that it blocks the light from filling the cab and shining on the ground and, bleeding over everywhere. And it'll be aimed right at the piece of clear styrene there. Should work out fine. Let's see if we can get that going. And here's what I meant by soldering the headlight right to the board. And we'll slide some tubing over that now, shrink it up, good to go. And there's our tubing. Headlight's in there somewhere. Headlight test before we go any further. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. That'll do. Maybe I need to slide the tubing forward a little bit. Looks like there's some light bleeding into the cab. Okay, iPhone 6 speaker wired up here. Let's keep our fingers crossed, see what happens. Applying the power. Blue light came on. Oh. I think we have an engine starting. Alright. And the compressor down. Do we have this one? Here. Yep. It moves. Success. That'll keep the appropriate sounds for F7. Okay, speakers, or speaker, and weight added. All it's left to do is put it together. If you were going to put a current keeper in this, it would plug into that white box right there. You just figure out a place to mount it. Not sure on this guy. Running out of room pretty quick. But you could probably get a TCS 2, which is a smaller one, would be enough to prevent it from stalling over dead frogs or whatever.